Have you ever noticed when playing Battlefield RedSec that when you aim at an enemy, you just can't seem to stick on target? Your aim might just fly all over the place, or you might just feel like the enemy has a force field around them, and you can't just stick onto them nicely and drop them quickly. Well, today we're going to fix that, guys. We're going to go into some settings, and the settings in this game are pretty confusing, but we're going to try and fix it to the best of our abilities, and I will show you guys exactly what you need to do in order to get that sticky aim feel. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's pretty simple. It's not as hard as it looks, and you guys are going to be really happy that you did this after seeing this. All right, so we're going to go into this, and there's a lot of settings videos out there where a lot of people are just going to say, oh, you got to do this, you got to change that, put this as high as possible. Don't do that, guys. There's a few things that we're going to get into, and one of them is going to be in the graphics, actually maybe a few of them, and then most of them are going to be in the controller settings and all that kind of stuff. So let's go into the graphics first. I want to talk about something that it just kind of changes how you feel when aiming on sight. So let's go actually into the loadout section, because I'm going to go into the firing range to show you guys everything I want to talk about. So let's go edit this gun and hop right into the firing range, and you guys can see right here we're in the firing range. I am playing on a pretty modest field of view. I think I'm at like 108 or something, and I want to just go into that little setting for you guys and show you what I'm talking about. So in the graphics, I'm at a 108. It's a little higher than I would normally recommend, but it's really nice as well. Now, I'm going to say, if you're playing at 120, this is not going to change how your aim assist works, but it will change how you actually snap onto enemies. If you look at that target all the way down there, he is really tiny on my screen. Even when I aim down sights, he is so tiny. That little red dot is as big as his chest. So if I'm trying to aim at him, subconsciously or not, it's going to feel really hard to stick on target because of how small he looks. But then if I go into my actual graphics again and we put that field of view down, let's say to like 100 or something. I wouldn't recommend 100 either, it's a little too low, but I just want to show this as an example to you guys. Well, now that little red dot is a lot bigger. Even as the gun's swaying around everywhere, it's staying on target still. So subconsciously, again, it feels a little easier to aim at this distance and stuff, even though it's not. The aim assist is still as strong as it is, but it just feels better, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to say, when you're playing for a field of view, try to get something really nice. I'm going to recommend anywhere between 105 and 112. I like 108. 108 is really nice. Up close, the targets are really good. My crosshair is almost as big as his chest here, so it's still really easy to aim at target, and if I'm trying to like hip fire and stuff, it's still really nice. But now you want your aim to feel sticky. It might feel too fast, it might feel too slow, and I want to show you guys something. As I spin around here, you could feel how it slows down on each target. You guys can see I'm not changing my speed. This is my entire speed. As I'm spinning around, as I come to a target, you're going to feel it locks onto it, kind of, right? That's what you guys want to get. And I'm going to show you guys the one thing that actually changes that, and that is in the controller settings. We're going to hop here, go into controller settings, and that's the infantry aim assist. If you put this lower, that stickiness starts to get higher on a hip fire. Why? Because it's slow. So at a 30, I'm going to show you guys right here. It's really slow 30, all right? So we're going to spin around. This is not how slow it is. It actually moves at this speed right here, which isn't bad. But for the sake of it, we're going to show you guys this right here. Go nice and slow, and you could already feel it. Look at that slowdown as it goes by every single target. And then it's going to go back up to its normal speed after that. So that's what you guys want as well. Now, I'm not going to sit here and recommend to put it actually at a 30. That's pretty slow. If you're trying to turn on enemies and stuff, it's not nice. The lowest I'm going to recommend is a 40. I'm currently at a 45, and I'm trying to bring it up to a 50. So for myself, that would be the highest I would go. It's like 55, 60 maybe is cutting it close. But you're going to have a lot of people recommending that you put this all the way up to 100. Now, if I put this up to 100, just to show you guys, I'm going to try and spin at the same speed, all right? It's kind of hard because it's really fast. I'm going to try and spin at the same speed. It doesn't lock onto the targets as much, all right? The stickiness is there, but as you guys see, if I'm moving really fast, there's no stickiness whatsoever. I could just do anything and it just won't lock onto the targets, all right? It's not happening. So that's one thing that I don't recommend. And a lot of people recommend playing at 100. It's good if you want to turn on people fast, but it's really easy to over adjust your accuracy and stuff, all right? So I'm going to recommend, I like 45. 45 feels really nice, and I'm going to show you guys like a little bit of proof right here. It's really hard to get it right on. All right, so there we go. 45, it's really nice. You could take it. You can see I'm not spinning too fast, but if you do get into a gunfight, you could turn and snap onto enemies really easily. All right, guys, it doesn't take too long to turn. It's not too hard. You guys will see right here, I'm moving my joystick as much far and left as right as possible, and it's still so easy to go ahead and control, all right? So make sure you guys go ahead and do that as well. Another thing I'm going to say when it comes to actually getting that stickiness that you guys are going to want, you're going to go back into the controller settings. There's a lot of controller settings in this, but we're going to go and we're going to change a few things. So the zoom sensitivity coefficient, I would not ever recommend lower than 170. I did recommend it in my first video, my first settings video, I put it to like 130. Don't do that, guys. 170 to 185 is somewhere I would recommend. 178 is the default, so if you want to leave it on the default, it doesn't really matter. You guys could go ahead and do that. But the most important ones are these ones right here, all right? So the infantry aim assist and the infantry aim assist slowdown. The slowdown, realistically, you should be keeping it at 100. 100's nice. But the infantry aim assist, this is the stickiness of your aim. This one as well should be at 100. But what I like about putting it to 100 and this one here at 90 is that my slowdown isn't too slow where it's really, really drastic and I got to start worrying and stuff. But it's not too high either where it, well, or I shouldn't say slow. It's not too high where it actually slows it down a lot. So I put it at 90, but putting this at 90 keeps the infantry aim assist itself at 100, but it brings this stickiness, or sorry, I should say it keeps the stickiness at 100, but it brings that aim assist down to like around 10% lower because 90 all the way up to 100 is 10% difference, all right, guys? So it's really hard. It's really confusing to explain how these two tie together, but they do tie together. So if I were to bring this down to 50, it would bring the aim assist itself. The stickiness would stay at 100, but it would bring the assist down to like 50 as well. It's really hard to explain. I can't really explain it, but just trust me, play it at 100, keep this one at 90 or 100. Do not change anything else right there. Keep that as is, and it's going to feel nice. Infantry aim input curve. Realistically, there's not much difference between the first few, okay? So I'm on BFV right now. It's pretty similar to this one, BF 2024. It's very different to dynamic. Dynamic is not one I would ever recommend. And linear, which is, it's good in like Call of Duty and stuff, but in this game it doesn't work, okay? So I'm going to recommend BFV. It just feels the nicest. There's not much of a difference between these guys. A lot of people will tell you, oh, there's a huge difference between all these right here. There's not too much of a difference, guys. BFV, BF 2042, almost the same. Realistically, almost the same. BF1, BF4, almost the same as well, okay? But if you have any option that gives you BFV, that's going to be the one I recommend. Now, if you don't have BFV alone, you might have it tied to BF4 as well or something, or you might have it tied to something else. Just set it to that. Whatever option has BFV is what you want to set it to. And then the stick input acceleration presets, again, whatever you have BF4 or Bad Company or BF3 as well. Whichever ones work there, it would be really nice as well. And then my aim left right acceleration, I set it to 20. It feels really nice for me, and that's about it. So that's most of the settings. There's a few things here that could help you guys just in terms of movement and stuff, but again, this has nothing to do with aim. This is really nothing whatsoever. I zoom in with L1. I don't like using L2 to zoom in, but these right here are really, really important in Battlefield. In COD, I would always recommend a one-time scope to be up at like 95, all right? In Battlefield, though, I'm going to recommend 1 to 1.25 to be at around 60. You want to start off at 60. This is like what this sight that I have on my gun right now. That's it right there. So this right here would be something that we're talking about. This is like, I don't even think this has no zoom whatsoever. As you guys can see, I aim down sights, there's no zoom whatsoever. So this would be at 60. So when I'm aiming down sights, it's not going so fast, it's not going crazy. I'm able to actually stick to the target nice and easy doing that. So you guys want to make sure you do that. And then as you go up, let's go back into the controller settings here. As you guys go up on those, you want to bring it up gradually. And I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, it's up here. So you just want to bring it up gradually. So 63 for 1 to 175, 65 to 250, and then after that, I don't really use these ones, so I just leave it up all the way at 100 because I don't use it anyways. But you just want to bring these up gradually, and you'll see maybe you might find it nicer at 70, maybe you find it nicer at 50, but start low and then build higher. That's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a big fat like. Let me know down in the comments below if this helps you guys out at all, or if you have a setting that I completely missed and you guys want me to know about it as well. Let me know so I could upgrade or update the video, I should say, and give you guys some better stuff as well. I like messing with settings and figuring out everything together. But yeah, sub to the channel if you're new around here with those notices turned on. I would truly appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.